Welcome to our second last episode of Costa Rica. We are going to do 2 activities in Manuel Antonio area with Jade Tours. Can't wait to start the tour and see a lot of animals.
Buenos dias. Good morning.
Buenos dias, good morning.
We are here at the entrance. We are just waiting for a couple more people and they're gonna enter. They're gonna check your bag, so make sure you don't bring any food and no plastic.
Good morning. Everybody have coffee today?
No.
No. I know it's early, but coffee is very important. But everybody wake up, okay? Again. So once again, Andre, that's my name, okay? Your friend, your tour guide in this beautiful morning, okay? But so far so good, the weather. But we never know how it's going to be the weather here, okay? Which ones are the expectation for today? What do you expect to see? Capuchin monkeys are considered the smartest ones of the species of monkey that we have in Costa Rica. They have much bigger brain compared with the other monkeys. So they use tools, and this is one of them. Costa Rican have seen the capuchin monkey like brushing the fur. That's what we call this monkey brush. Away from the face. Because the millipedes release cyanide to kill ticks, parasites, and so that's what we call this one, the monkey brush.
Milky frog or pepper frog.
Last frogs eggs here in Manuel Antonio of Costa Rica. These are the embryos. You can see those little guys moving over there. Those guys are almost ready to drop into the water and continue as tadpoles and all that metamorphosis. This is what I love. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Look at how pretty. These are digital membrane, no wet feet. So when that guy hit the water, it increases the surface area, air bubbles, air pockets swimming around. So this is a combination of high speed, the tail, and the air bubble. A baby one, they can do as many as 20 steps per second on top of the water.
We are just few steps away from the entrance, but we learned so much. This is the 4th animal already.
American leaf-nosed bats, or also known as the Jamaican bats, because these guys, they modify the leaf into a shelter. These are fruit eaters. Costa Rica is actually a small country, but Costa Rica protects approximately 117 different species of bats, divided into different families. Okay, everybody saw that one of these guys, one of these two can eating one of those milk tree frogs. One holding one leg and the other one holding the other one, and the cool little frog like this, okay?
So the largest type of toucans, and now a little bat that just stays under a leaf. And now Andre was explaining about the lizards. So much knowledge. We were looking at the butterfly that actually we didn't even know there are poisonous butterflies, and we spotted
A deer, white-tailed deer. They are very rare in Costa Rica.
and they are endangered here.
Now through the three-toed sloth here in Manuel Antonio of Costa Rica. This guy is moving, is running, because look like the rain is coming. Now disappeared, hanging upside down and eating, munching. Look at how cute that face, like the smiling looking face.
We just saw a 3-toed sloth that they have this smiley face. So cute. It was the first time for us.
Moving, scratching, kind of eating, okay? And usually after heavy rain, like last night, what we've seen is just a big fur ball, a ball of fur, and that's it. So that's why we were so lucky to see that one doing that. We're gonna start from zero. What is actually sloth? It's a mammal. Which ones are their cousins of the sloth? Look like a monkey, look like a marsupial, look like a raccoon, look like a koala. They are belongs to an order called Pilosa. Pilosa means animal with a lot of fur. Very thin, furry animals. Endemic to Central South America. So only in Central South America you can find it. I have enough food and shelter for all of you, but we have to make a deal. What is the deal? I give you food and shelter, but you have to do something. You have to take care of my body, because I have only 3 very long nails, claws or finger like this big, and such amount of fur. So I cannot give myself, but you guys gonna do that for me. And meanwhile, you get food and shelter, and everybody's happy. That's why when we came, he was actually hanging and scratching, because in that particular moment, all that amount of creatures, they were actually cleaning his or her body. Meanwhile, getting food and shelter, and everybody's happy.
It started to rain, but we saw already so many animals. And now we can hear
Maybe you can hear as well the capuchin monkeys.
the bad guys of the park.
And the mammals, they follow the monkeys to pick up all the dropping for the monkeys. Okay, to pick up. So he's like, okay, we're here, come over here. That's how they're talking. That's something interesting. These guys, they have their own language, we can say like that. So they have much bigger brain compared with the other monkeys. For example, howlers that are even way bigger compared with these guys, they're not that smart like this. See how he's thinking about it? Look at it! Look at it! Oh! You see how he's just holding from his tail? And me, oh, monkey fell! Monkey, no.
Throwing a lot of stuff, yeah?
Happen, but not very often. See? No, I think he's dead. He's dead. No, I'm just kidding. Happen that sometimes they grow up on dead branches and...
So do they like break a bone and then they're dead, or?
No, not really. Not really. Sloths are the ones that they break their bones easily. Because remember, hollow bones.
So we are learning so much. And not only Andre has so much knowledge.
But he's entertaining as well. He's very funny.
Yes, he makes jokes all throughout the walk. And he takes pictures for us through his scope.
Rainbow grasshoppers, Solano grasshoppers. We're here in Manuel Antonio of Costa Rica. We found the leaf cutter ants, but they're not cutting the leaf. What they're doing right now is removing the very old compost all the way out of the main nest.
We're about to reach the beach. This is gonna be a pretty one.
This time should be nice and blue.
Caimans and alligators, the caimans and alligators are cousins, they don't have that gland in their tongue. So that's why they deal only with fresh water. Shorter snout, and then caimans, when they close their mouth, you can see how their teeth, they come out of his mandibles. Crocs, when they close those very long and slender snout, all their teeth, they fit it up into pockets that they have in the upper and lower, okay? But actually the main difference is that caiman, they have that little like pair of glasses, like how do you call it? Spectacles that will eat those up, and then could they swallow the whole thing. To share my office with you guys, especially with nature lovers. I really enjoy when I have nature lovers because I'm a nature lover too. Okay, that's why if you really like the experience today, we'll really appreciate recommendations back into the hotel, but also on TripAdvisor. Once again, Andre, that's my name. A-N-D-R-E-Y. If you have a complaint, my name is Carlos. Pura vida.
Thank you so much, Andre. It was amazing.
No, you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
A
We
pleasure.
loved it a lot.
Pleasure to share my office. Pura vida. Take care. Gracias.
This was our last national park in Costa Rica, and we are so happy we did it with Costa Rica Jade Tours and with a professional guide, because that's the only way how you can spot most of the animals. Also because they have like this scope they can look through, and even though our camera has a bit of zoom, we would have never been able to like capture some good pictures. But Andre helped with that as well, which was very helpful. So that's the perfect way how to end it, and yeah, we are very grateful we did it. We just recommend you to do it as well. We leave in the description the website of Costa Rica Jade Tours along with their contact information, and you can find them on Facebook and Instagram as well. And if you don't have your own transportation, you can do the tour where they come and pick you up at your hotel or Airbnb, and then if you want you can just go back with them or just stay a bit more here and catch a bus or a taxi.
In Manuel Antonio National Park, you cannot bring in food. Inside is not allowed because of the animals. So there is a cafe here, you can buy some food. And usually we wouldn't buy, but we got some offer from one of our followers. She was very kind, so we bought some food, thanks to her.
Yeah, if you want to offer us a coffee or like do a donation, we have the link in the description. It's a PayPal one. And thank you so much, Sally. We are gonna enjoy this pizza, and with the rest of the money we are gonna also have a coffee somewhere else. And this is the reason why you can only eat here. You cannot bring your food because you have capuchin monkeys, which are very nasty, cheeky, and not shy at all.
We are starting our hiking journey and should be up there 3 nice viewpoints we can visit. We reached the first viewpoint.
You have a pretty wide view. It's lovely here. You can see the beautiful color of the ocean and the waves crashing on the rocks, plus these 2 little islands. Nice.
Let's go for the third one.
And this was the last viewpoint.
Isabel went inside the water here in Manuel Antonio National Reserve, and before I was inside as well. The water is super nice, warm, and we are very lucky with the weather.
If you understood what David wrote, you need to subscribe if you haven't already. We are going inside hoping that the monkeys, they don't steal our camera bag.
Fingers crossed.
Maybe they want to take some selfies. Ah. The water is super warm.
Awesome.
The next day.
Guys, today is our last full day in Costa Rica that we can explore, and Jade Tours are taking us.
For kayaking. Can't wait. Very excited here.
We can't wait. We are gonna kayak around mangroves, and it's gonna be a pretty unique experience. Yes, here we are.
Rice fields.
We love rice.
There is a great eagle.
So our guide is checking the river condition, because if it's not okay, we might need to take a boat instead of the kayak.
It's very dark now, but it's much better we're going in the boat. Okay, now we're going here down to the river, and after that we're going inside the canal to the Mangrove Tour.
We're gonna hunt for boa now.
When this that's it is ready, they can just spread like this. They can float in the water for like 2-3 months. When this part like this touch the bottom, they're going to pour here the new tree. And you see the points around here, around the seed. This is the new root system. So they reproduce, remember, by 2 different ways, by the root and by this.
Watch out, David.
Look here, this is another kind of mangrove. You see they don't have many roots. Yellow brown ray arrow, guys. You see that one? Here in the mangrove swamps areas, it's possible to see only that species. Only white face. Why? Because these guys they eat everything. Crabs, iguanas. That species of monkeys are for like a new world. The difference between the monkeys for the new world and the old world is they have behind the caninos, they have like more than 4 teeth. And they have long prehensile tails. Take a look how they use the tail.
Checking for food, huh? It's crazy how the monkeys were looking at the water and making vocalization of warning, and then there was a big crocodile just behind us. Our guide explained us the difference between the mangroves we have here. There is one called the red, the black, one pineapple.
And earlier we see a yellow snake. Very cool.
Red and blue on the tree.
There is a red crab as well. We are like in a canal now. It looks very interesting with the palms.
You see now? In Costa Rica we have like 117 different species of bats. Basically they represent like 100% on the mammals in Costa Rica because we have 231 different species of mammals. Bye-bye. Amazing organization. Another big boa over here, guys. Right there.
Oh yeah, it's colorful.
We found another boa.
Do you want me to take a picture of it?
Yellowish one, like the previous one,
Just way bigger.
just bigger. Yeah, chubby one. Here we are.
Nice trip. At the end we saw a big crocodile.
Yeah, it was swimming slowly.
Okay, yep.
Gracias, hasta luego. Gracias, thank you. Pura vida.
In the afternoon, Jade Tour took us for an amazing boat trip.
It was around the Damas Island. It's a completely different ecosystem. Has the mangroves and a lot of fauna and flora.
We have seen many animals like snakes, crocodiles. A lot of birds were flying around. It was pretty cool.
And we had a crocodile just swimming in front of the boat until we realized we were behind him. And 3 different snakes.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
2 were like similar, like were boas.
And the last one was pretty huge.
Yes, it was chubby. Had a prey with just digesting.
Thanks for watching. Hit the like, subscribe if you haven't already.
See you.